So this is how the process begins. You call me. We talk about your situation a little bit. We explore whether you think the other person is open to it or whether you want me to reach out to the other person. And we simply set up a meeting with you and the other person. If you have lawyers involved, you can bring them along too if you like. At least you and the other person make a plan to sit down and have a conversation. And then my job is to pay attention to that conversation and use my method to help the conversation go as well as possible. The key to my process is that I am completely supportive of both parties throughout the process. That is the best way to disarm people, to help people calm down, to help people feel like they don't have to yell and swear and litigate. In that environment, people become aware of more options, and they become aware of the fact that they can take good care of themselves while also doing something that the other person can live with, so you don't have to litigate, so you don't have to keep fighting. If you and the other person are in the same town, we can all do it in the same room, and that's ideal. But we can also do it with video conferencing. I just recently mediated a case where one person was in the UK and the other was in Seattle. It went just fine. I can use my method even if I'm not in the same room with you. I'm a licensed attorney. I also have a master's in counseling psychology. But most importantly, I've been studying the art of transformative mediation since 1998. So I noticed practicing law that what we did really never addressed the conflict. I discovered, after having studied therapy and having been a lawyer, that there was another thing that could be done, that there was something else that could help conflict, that the way to help conflict was with some kind of mediation. But I noticed that the mediation that was happening was still operating under that legal paradigm. It didn't take into consideration the experience of feeling threatened, victimized, mistreated. The method that I've been working on since 1998 takes everything into account, takes into account the fundamental experience, takes into account what you're going through when you're in conflict, and really focuses on what helps you get to a better place with that. We can help you feel like you're not being victimized. We can help you step up and take good care of yourself. We can help you understand that other person who's been so difficult for you to deal with. We can help you know where they're coming from. We can help them calm down and get to a better place themselves. This method is not exactly a combination of law and psychology. It's really its own thing that focuses on conflict, what it's like, and what it means to get to a better place with it. The results speak for themselves. People who came in completely hopeless about the situation walk away just kind of shocked that it turned out they had what it took to get to a better place. It turned out the other person wasn't quite as bad as they thought. When you go into this meeting, you're kind of expecting that it's going to be frustrating and you're not going to get anywhere. And a huge majority of the time, people come out feeling great about it, feeling like they've figured things out, feeling like a weight has been lifted. I love doing this sort of mediation. When we're in conflict, we feel weak and we feel not so generous to the other person. When you come out of this process, you end up feeling, wow, I really stood up for myself. Turns out I am who I thought I was. I am a person who can take care of myself and who also can be kind to other people, even in tough circumstances. So I really help people live up to their fundamental principles about who they want to be. The benefits of this approach often go far beyond just the dispute that you've resolved. You walk away feeling stronger, more competent, more aware that you're really able to deal with people in tough situations. You also usually end up feeling better about the other person and better about other people in general. You become aware that everybody has the ability to treat each other well, even in tough situations. Once you get to that better place where you're calm, confident, in control, you usually end up interacting with the other person in a way that helps them calm down. It can help them feel less threatened, so that they can be more constructive and talk to you in a way that's easier for you to deal with. So both people become easier to deal with as a result of this process. You get to a better place and the other person gets to a better place. And then you have a better conversation. If you can get through a tough divorce, ending a marriage of 20 years, feeling like you handled that well, you feel like you can handle anything, and you probably can.